Mama June. Justin's surprise brings June to tears at wedding dinner. The season finale of Mama June. Family Crisis is an emotional episode for Justin Stroud and his wife June Shannon, as well as all of their family members. It has been a dramatic ride to get to this point for all involved. After years of doubt and turmoil, things look like they all could come together. Mama June, Family Crisis. June Shannon is brought to tears by Justin Stroud. The couple's wedding day has arrived. It has been a long and difficult road for Mama June. Family Crisis family members. She has worked hard to regain some trust and faith from her four daughters Anna Cardwell, Lauren E. Ferd, Jessica Shannon, and Alana Thompson. During the journey, there were many times she felt their family would never reconcile. She remained determined to bring her family back together. Now her determination seems to be paying off. It is a relief to her that each of her daughters has forgiven her for the years of pain her drug addiction brought them. The Mama June. Family Crisis star wanted a casual and intimate rehearsal dinner, so they planned a bonfire on the beach. The entire family is present to celebrate the upcoming wedding. Justin has something special for his bride. He tells her that he knows she has missed something she lost years ago, and he wants to replace it for her. He gives her a Pandora charm bracelet similar to the one she lost. Because of this heartfelt gesture, she starts to cry. Justin earns wet tape family and fans' respect. Her daughters have not always felt that Justin Stroud was the best person for her. However, over the past several months they learned more about him. They have seen that he truly has the Mama June, Family Crisis matriarch's best interests at heart and cares deeply for her. Justin finds it touching that he has won her daughter's respect and trust. It means a lot to him to know that moving forward they can build a strong family bond. The girls feel that he has proven to be a positive influence on their mother, and for that they are grateful. They give him credit for helping to bring their family back together. Mama June and daughters face heartbreaking family crisis. The reality star feels her dreams have come true. She has reunited with her daughters and found the man of her dreams. She feels that her life is exactly what she wants it to be now. The women are happy to have the opportunity to reconnect. Although this is a happy time, there is a dark cloud hanging over their reunion. June Shannon of Mama June. Family Crisis and her girls face another heartbreaking ordeal. Her oldest daughter, Anna Cardwell, has been diagnosed with stage 4 adrenal carcinoma. Anna is doing everything she can and following her doctor's treatment plan. Anna's disease has no cure, and her prognosis is grim. During a recent interview, Mama, Lauren E. Ferd, Alana Thompson, and Jessica Shannon share an update on Anna's condition. They reveal that Anna has completed her 4th and final chemotherapy round. All things considered, they say Anna is doing fairly well. However, she tires easily. At this point, she can still do most things for herself. Despite things, Mama says they continue to remain positive and take things one day at a time. Wheat fans say they wish June Shannon and Justin Stroud years of happiness. They are happy to see the Mama June, Family Crisis family members back together and there for Anna during this difficult time. In a rare moment of heartfelt vulnerability, Mama June Shannon broke down in uncontrollable tears at her wedding dinner. And it wasn't because of family drama or confrontation. It was because of a single unexpected act by her husband, Justin Stroud, that cut through all the chaos and caught June completely off guard. In a family long known for explosive outbursts, broken promises, and tangled emotions, Justin's surprise proved that even in the middle of a storm, love can still break through and create something beautiful. The wedding dinner was never supposed to be anything extravagant. June and Justin had already tied the knot in secret months earlier, a low-key courthouse affair that left many wondering if there would ever be a real celebration. But Justin insisted that June deserved something more, something meaningful, something that made her feel like she was worth the attention. So against all odds and with cameras rolling, Justin planned a surprise that would shake the emotional foundation of the entire family, especially June's. The day began with the usual tension. Lauren Pumpkin Effard and Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson arrived at the venue visibly guarded. Their relationship with their mother had been on shaky ground for years, and while they agreed to show up for the event, they weren't exactly brimming with enthusiasm. But Justin greeted them with warmth and sincerity, thanking them for coming and trying to bridge the gap with respect rather than demands. It was the first clue that something. June had no idea what Justin was up to. She expected a small dinner, a few awkward speeches, maybe a toast from the production team. But what she got instead was a carefully orchestrated moment that left everyone speechless. Midway through the dinner, as the plates were being cleared and a lull fell over the room, Justin stood up and tapped his glass. The room grew quiet. June looked over, curious but wary, not used to being caught off guard in a setting where she's usually the center of attention by design. But this time, it wasn't about the drama. It was about something deeper. Justin cleared his throat and began speaking. "When I met June, she was in pieces," he said. "And I don't say that to put her down. I say that because I saw every broken shard and still knew she was someone worth loving. She didn't believe in herself. She didn't think she deserved anything real. But I knew better. I still know better." The room fell into stunned silence. June froze in place, her hand halfway to her glass, her eyes wide as she listened. Justin continued, his voice steady and full of emotion. "June, I watched you fight for your sobriety. I watched you try to rebuild your relationship with your kids. I watched you get knocked down by the world over and over, and still get up. And I know I didn't get to be there from the beginning, but I'm here now, and I'm not going anywhere." June's lip quivered. She blinked hard, trying to hold back the tears that were already threatening to spill. But Justin wasn't done. "I'd wanted tonight to be about more than just a dinner," he said. "So I did something you didn't know about. I reached out to someone I knew meant a lot to you, someone you haven't spoken to in a long time. And they sent something for you." Gasps echoed around the table. June looked stunned, her body suddenly rigid with anxiety. "Who?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Justin smiled gently and reached into his pocket, pulling out a folded letter. "This is from your sister Joanne," he said. "She couldn't be here tonight, but she wanted you to know she's proud of how far you've come." The moment those words left his mouth, June collapsed into sobs. It was as if the air had been sucked out of the room. For years, the relationship between June and her sister Dodo had been one of emotional tug-of-war. Love buried beneath hurt, hope tangled with resentment. But now, here was a message from the person who had stood by her through so much, offering grace instead of judgment. Justin handed the letter to June, who clutched it like it was a lifeline. "Read it when you're ready," he said softly. "No pressure." But June couldn't wait. Her fingers trembled as she opened the note and began to read silently. Tears streamed down her face, and by the time she finished, she was full on weeping. "She said she's proud of me," June whispered, as if trying to convince herself it was real. "She said she sees I'm trying." Alana reached over and grabbed her mom's hand, something that hadn't happened in years without hesitation. "You are trying, Mama," she said. "We see it too." Even Lauren, who had spent much of the evening watching from a guarded distance, softened. She leaned back in her chair, blinking back her own tears. "That's the first time I've seen Mama cry for something other than regret," she said in a confessional later. "That was real. That was love." The dinner continued, but the tone had shifted. Laughter began to creep in. Plates were passed. Old wounds, though not healed, seemed less raw. Justin's gesture didn't erase the past, but it reminded everyone in the room that people can change. That love can be rebuilt. That sometimes a simple letter can start a whole new chapter. After the dinner, June pulled Justin aside and wrapped her arms around him tightly. "I don't know what I did to deserve you," she whispered. He smiled and kissed her forehead. "You don't have to deserve me. You just have to let me love you." The scene was one of the most emotionally powerful in the show's history. For a family used to chaos, this was an oasis of calm, of redemption, of hope. Fans flooded social media with reactions. "I've never cried watching this show before, but that moment got me," one user wrote. "Justin is the real MVP. He sees the good in June when no one else could." Another commented, "This is the first time in years that I actually believe June wants to be better. Not for TV, but for herself. And that man is helping her find her way." Mama June may have been a reality TV spectacle for much of the past decade, but moments like these remind the world that behind the headlines and the scandals is a woman who's still learning how to love and be loved. And in Justin, she's found someone who doesn't just say the words, he shows them. The wedding dinner ended with a toast. Justin raised his glass and said simply, "To new beginnings." Everyone joined in, and for the first time in what felt like forever.